Sunday marks exactly 1 month since the Elk Fire started burning up the Bighorn National Forest. And now that the fire is over 70% contained and all evacuation orders have been lifted, many Wyoming residents can safely return back home.
Scared, on edge, just trying to be vigilant about everything.
Although it's certainly not the biggest wildfire in Wyoming history, that doesn't change the fear, stress, and tenseness of many Wyoming residents this past month.
Well, we could just see a little column of smoke up north here, and then by that next Friday, we had houses burning down.
That was John Frederick, a resident outside of the Dayton area. The Elk Fire was only feet away from his front door.
When the air support came in, this was like the best front row seat, really.
John and his family witnessed the fire grow from a small line of smoke to what is now over 96,000 acres. He's lived in Wyoming for 14 years and says this is the biggest fire he's ever seen.
Down there, and the wind was blowing directly at us. It was 23 miles per hour. And they called us and said it had jumped the river, that's the Tongue River down there, and it was going to be coming directly at us.
He and his neighbors decided to stay when the fire was at its peak. And although the fire is getting smaller and smaller at 73% containment, it's still actively burning.
So as it starts to dry out after our last weather event, you can still expect to see some smokes coming up interior of the fire.
And that puts John and his family a little on edge about the future of the fire.
I don't know, it's still dry, I guess, is the problem. So I'm still a little concerned about just grass fires starting up. Wyoming had some pretty bad grass fires this year burning.
Public Information Officer Jared McNeil says he doesn't expect the fire to stop burning when the next snow comes, but does expect things to slow down.
A lot of those are going to continue to smolder as the weather dries out, and the moisture will help us whenever they start to reduce their availability.
In Dayton, Matt Carmack, MTN News.